What if the small, everyday choices you make could change the world? Not huge, heroic acts, but simple moments of kindness. What if that was your true calling? Let's talk about one of the most powerful stories ever told, the Good Samaritan, and what it means for us today. Imagine a man, beaten, robbed, and left for dead on the side of a dangerous road. Two highly respected religious leaders see him, but they cross to the other side. They had their reasons, their schedules, their reputations to protect. Then someone else comes along, a Samaritan. Now, in that culture, Samaritans and Jews were enemies. They had centuries of bad blood between them. Yet this Samaritan stops. He doesn't just stop, he kneels down. He cleans the man's wounds with wine, soothes them with oil, and bandages them. He puts the injured man on his own donkey and walks beside him to the nearest inn. Think about that. The road to Jericho was notoriously dangerous. By stopping, the Samaritan made himself a target. Kindness is never accidental. It's a choice, often an inconvenient and risky one. He chose to see a human being in need, not an enemy or a distraction. This is a key point. Compassion crosses all barriers. The Samaritan didn't check the man's ID, his religious affiliation, or his social status. He saw suffering and responded. True kindness doesn't care about the labels we put on each other. It only sees a shared humanity. For the priest and the Levite who passed by, the injured man was an interruption to their important day. For the Samaritan, this interruption was a divine appointment. He understood that our true character is revealed not when things are easy, but when we're faced with the unexpected needs of others. And let's be real, kindness costs something. For the Samaritan, it cost him his time, his energy, his resources, and his personal safety. He didn't just offer a quick prayer from a distance and move on. He got his hands dirty. He paid the innkeeper, telling him, "Look after him, and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have." Love isn't just a feeling. It's an action. It's about showing up, getting involved, and giving generously without expecting anything in return. This story teaches us that our journey through life, our road to Jericho, will always present us with opportunities to show compassion. We will encounter people who are hurting, lonely, or broken. The question is, will we be like the ones who walk by, or will we be like the one who walks toward the need? The Samaritan didn't just help a man. He reflected the very heart of God. He saw the man not as a problem, but as someone worth saving. That's exactly how God sees each of us, not for our mess, but for our infinite worth. The power of his act wasn't in its grandeur. He wasn't performing a spectacular miracle. He was simply showing mercy. Yet, this one ordinary moment of kindness became one of Jesus' most enduring lessons. It created a ripple effect that has inspired people for thousands of years. It proves that no act of kindness, no matter how small it seems, is ever wasted. It has a divine impact. Think about the power of presence. The Samaritan didn't send a message or delegate the task. He stayed. He was physically present with the man in his suffering. Sometimes the greatest gift we can give someone is just our time and our undivided attention, letting them know they are not alone. This is what transforms a simple act into a sacred one. While formal religion walked by on the other side of the road, true compassion walked toward the person in need. It proves that love in action is the purest form of worship. So, what does this mean for you and me? It means that our calling is not necessarily to do something massive or world-changing in the eyes of society. Our calling is to be a Samaritan on our own road to Jericho, in our schools, our workplaces, our neighborhoods, and even in our own families. Every single day, we have the chance to choose kindness, to see interruptions as opportunities, to cross barriers that divide us, to get our hands dirty and love people in practical ways. What if kindness is contagious? What if your small act of mercy today inspires someone else to do the same tomorrow? That's how we change the world. Not all at once, but one intentional, compassionate act at a time. The story of the Good Samaritan isn't just a nice tale, it's a challenge. It's an invitation to live with our hearts and hands open, ready to respond to the needs around us. Your kindness is your calling. You have the power to bring healing, hope, and love into a world that desperately needs it. You just have to be willing to stop and notice. You have to be willing to choose compassion, even when it's inconvenient. You have to be willing to be the one who walks toward the hurting. That is how we turn ordinary moments into moments of divine impact. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more content that we hope will inspire and encourage you. We'll see you in the next one.